Welcome to my live stream. My name is Rob Moore, aka Rob the Maritimer. That's the name of my YouTube channel. And I've called myself Rob the Maritimer because I live in the maritime provinces of Atlantic Canada, in Nova Scotia, Canada, and we live right on the ocean. And I love boating, sailing, all that kind of stuff, everything to do with the water. And so I thought it'd be kind of cool to call myself the Maritimer, something different for branding and all that kind of stuff in the YouTube channel. So yeah, thanks for joining me. I haven't been live for about, is it 2 weeks, 3 weeks, something like that, because I was actually away last weekend. I've got a little bit of a cold right now, so I apologize for my voice. But I will get through this. We'll have some fun today. I've got a couple of things written down that I'd like to go over, and you can just kind of follow along and watch me work. And as I do this, if you have any questions at all, just let me know, and I'll keep an eye on the chat. And if you have any questions, just post them in the chat, and I will answer them as quickly as I can. So today, what I would like to do is I've just kind of gone through the introduction, and then I was thinking I would answer some questions. If there are any questions that you have right off the bat, I would do that first, and then the main part of today's live stream was going to be, or is going to be, me creating a reel video from a long form video. So that's, and then after that, then we could wrap up with some more questions. And again, I can answer any questions you have along the way. So what's my channel about? My channel is basically there to teach you how to do what I do. I'm a freelancer, a full-time freelancer. I work out of a home office. And what I do is I edit videos for people, so a bunch of smaller jobs typically. Most of my work is through Fiverr, the Fiverr platform. So I get a lot of work through Fiverr, and I do video editing for my clients. I send them off the videos that I edit for them, and then that's it. So that's kind of like my day job. In order to do that, there's a lot of different skills that I've learned to kind of put this all together. Obviously, the main one is video editing. And then in order to do these live streams, there's a whole bunch of other things you have to know how to do. But more than just editing videos, I also create video tutorials. So, and actually that's the largest part of my business, is creating video tutorials that walk people through how to use software. So I get a lot of clients that come to me, perhaps they have custom software that they've created, and they want to, oh wait, no, I don't need to show you that. Yeah, you're seeing my audition here on the screen. I just opened that up because I wanted to make sure the audio was working, and it looks like it is working, so I'm gonna just drag that out of the way. Okay. Yeah, there's a whole lot of stuff going on here. So I've got 4 monitors here, and each one has its own little thing to do. I've got my main video editing monitor in front of me. That's a 32-inch 4K monitor. I then have off to the side here my MacBook, and what I have running on that is my live stream. Basically the studio. I can see how many people are in the chat and whatnot. Down in front of me here, I have a smaller monitor that is running OBS, and that's what I use to broadcast my live streams. It connects to my YouTube channel. And then over on the left, I have a large vertical monitor. It's not 4K, it's just a 27-inch 1080p monitor. And that's where I kind of drag and drop files. I usually have a couple of Finder windows open, or when I used a PC, file manager windows open here, and I can drag files into my video editing program. So yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff going on here, and sometimes I forget to press the right button to see what I'm showing you. So right now you're seeing me. I have my camera. I've got 3 cameras kind of switching. This main one this one over here, and then we've got that one up there. It's not as good quality, that one. But just to kind of show different angles of just kind of something that I'm interested in, and trying to make it look like it's a big production, but really everything is being run by me. Yeah, so just kind of set it up with a macro, and anyways, I'm kind of rambling. So back on topic. So yeah, my main thing is I'm a freelance video editor and video tutorial creator, and what I'm also doing is creating this YouTube channel, creating videos for my YouTube channel that will help you learn how to do what I do. That's edit videos, upload to YouTube, have a business on Fiverr, anything of that sort that you're interested in learning more about. That's what I'm here for. So I kind of do my own thing. The videos I've been making are what I think my viewers would like to see from me. But if there's anything else you'd rather me create, if there's anything else you want to learn more about and you'd like to see a video about it from me, just let me know and I'll create that. But today what I want to do is I want to show you how to make a reel from a long form video. So a few weeks ago, I think about 2 weeks ago, I created what I call long form video. It was a YouTube video, and it showed how to create the charging wall that I have behind me, this back here, this charging wall, charging closet, if you will. So that went on YouTube. The video performed fairly well. But one of the things that's a good idea to do is when you make videos like that and you post them on YouTube, to try to help get even more traffic to that video, it's a good idea to create short form videos that kind of advertise the long form video, if that makes sense. So after I make the main video, and I think it was over 15 minutes, then what I did is I created a reel, like an Instagram reel or a YouTube short, TikTok video. So just a video that was under 20 seconds long, that kind of showed little bits of the main video and delivered a different message. So the idea is you post these reels on YouTube for YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels, TikTok, Facebook Reels, post these short form vertical content videos on all these other platforms, and that can help drive traffic to your YouTube channel. So for example, in my Instagram account, I posted this reel video, and I can show you right here. This is the reel video that I made that had to do with the long form video that I made. I posted this in Instagram, and then if people watch that and if they're interested in learning more about it, they can click the link in my bio for Instagram, and then they'd be taken to my YouTube channel and they can watch the main video and maybe subscribe or not, whatever. So that's just a way you can drive more traffic to a YouTube channel if that's what you're trying to grow. So that's how I'm using short form content or reels or TikToks. Other people may do only that. So obviously these short form videos are very popular right now. People I mean, TikTok, Instagram Reels, they're very popular. And there are some creators that's all they do. They create these vertical videos. They make reels and shorts, and they may make several a day or one a day, or I mean, it's up to you how many. But if it's only 18 seconds, it in theory it shouldn't take as long to make a video like that. So. And then they can grow their TikTok channel, or they can grow their YouTube channel based on shorts, or they can grow their Instagram channel. So that's one thing you can do. What I'm more interested in doing is growing my YouTube channel that will have videos in it. It already has many, but I'm constantly adding more videos in my channel that help people learn how to be video editors and how to run their own freelance businesses. And everything that goes along with that, how to do voiceovers, how to create video tutorials, how to use Camtasia, how to use Davinci Resolve, all of this. So I'm making these videos, putting them in my YouTube channel, But then again, just to drive extra traffic to it, I create these reels. So what I want to do today is create a reel, and you can see how I do it. And I'm going to be using DaVinci Resolve to do this. Let's just go back on the chat here. I'm going to show you how I do this. I'm going to use DaVinci Resolve. That's the program I use to make the main long form video. And it'll also serve as a bit of an intro to DaVinci Resolve if you're not familiar with it. I know that a lot of my early subscribers subscribed to me because I was making more Camtasia videos. And if you'd like to see me focus more on Camtasia, just let me know. However, just to let you know what's coming up in my channel, I'm working on a video right now. The script is already done. The voiceover is done. I just have to finish up the video. It might be another few days before I finish it and then post it to YouTube. But what that video is it's the first video that I'm making on DaVinci Resolve, and it's basically comparing the free versus the paid version of DaVinci Resolve. DaVinci Resolve is 100% free if you're okay not using some of the high-end features, which for 95% of people, you won't need them anyways. So if you're used to using Camtasia Studio, that is still a great tool to use, especially if you're making video tutorials. So screencast type videos, or demonstrating software where you're recording your screen and then making a video with, if that's mostly what you do, recording your screen and making videos out of that recording. Maybe you add your face in the videos, maybe you don't, maybe you add some text or some slides, whatever. But if the screen capturing part is the main part of your video creating process, then Camtasia Studio is probably what you should be sticking with. That is, in my opinion, the best video editing software for making those types of videos. And I still use it, and I will continue to use it because I still make a lot of those types of videos. But if you want to get more into YouTube type videos, that maybe there's the odd screen capture here and there, but for the most part, what you're doing is filming yourself or filming landscapes, or maybe it's travel videos, or I don't know, maybe you write a script, you voice it, and then you just want to add a whole bunch of B-roll to it. Maybe you don't make any talking heads at all, but those types of videos, typical videos that you would see on YouTube, I find DaVinci Resolve is much better at making videos like that, especially when you get into 4K, larger files, longer videos. I've had trouble with Camtasia in the past trying to record myself in 4K and make videos that are very complex. So I have made a lot of videos using Camtasia for my channel, and even before I moved to DaVinci Resolve. So yeah, you don't have to switch. It's just that I made the switch for those types of videos, and I love DaVinci Resolve. And I still love Camtasia, but anyways, I'm talking in circles here. So a video, I'm going to release a video that's going to compare DaVinci Resolve free versus paid. The next video I plan to make after that is comparing Camtasia to DaVinci Resolve, and when you might want to use one versus the other. Those two videos together will kind of help you. It'll be an introduction into DaVinci, but also it'll help you decide, do you want to even move to DaVinci or continue with Camtasia? But you're going to see videos on both of those software products from me. So yeah, that's that. So let me get into this. So let me share my screen with you. There. So I am sharing this screen that I've got up here so it's my Mac. I'm just going to move this a little bit here so you can kind of see me off to the left here. I don't really need that to be cycling through those different channels, do I? So let me stop that. Stop. And we'll just keep it there. Um, okay, so yeah, here's DaVinci Resolve. So this is a reel that I created from the long form video. Let me just play this through so you can see what I'm talking about and what this reel is. It's something you want a reel to be very catchy, very quick, because people's attention spans these days are not very long. You got to get your message across really quickly, especially with these these short form videos. So let me just play this so you can see what my first reel is going to be like, and then we're going to create another one.
Content creators, drowning in battery chargers and wires? Get organized with a battery charging wall. All charging wires can go behind the wall, attached with Velcro. Be sure you have enough space between panels and wall. Add lights you can turn on and off with your phone. Makes for a cool video backdrop too. Watch the full video on how to build this, link in the bio.
Okay, so that's the first reel I made. Made that a couple days after I made the longer video. Now, let me just, so in DaVinci Resolve, we come down here to the lower right. I'm going to click on this house icon. This is where we go to switch to a different project. So this was a project, Charging Wall Reels. This is the one that we have open right now. I want to show you the original long form video. So now let me just find where that is. Where are we? This one right here, charging wall. So let me double click that. That'll open this new project. Not new, the different project. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to click this little icon here. That'll zoom my timeline so I can see everything. I'm going to adjust the size of the tracks so that it's not too large. Okay, so this was the long form video. I'm not going to play the whole thing all the way through.
And battery charging closet.
Okay, so that was the video. You can scrub through in the timeline. If I go all the way to the end, I can see here that it is 16 minutes 47 seconds long. Okay, so we have all of this information. This video that I made, I used a whole bunch of different assets to make it. So let me just quickly, I'm going to zoom in here to the timeline so you can kind of see what's going on. So this right here is the text that I added. Everything in the blue here, video, those are the main video components. So this was a B-roll type video. There was no real talking head part of this video. Most of my videos in the past were me starting off talking to the camera like this, and then I would put the odd B-roll every once in a while to break it up. Well, with this video, I tried something a little bit different. I did it without any talking head. I wrote a script and I voiced the script without video, and then I built a video on top of that voiceover, basically. So the voiceover is this track in the green, and you can see. So yeah, you can see I left a little bit of a space there without any voice.
Here is my new gear storage and battery charging closet.
Notice how the music got a little louder there when I wasn't talking. This is the music track, okay? And you can see these little audio points. Very similar to Camtasia. If you're used to Camtasia, you can insert audio points and then change the volume of the track. So this was the only place I believe I did that in this video. Oh no, that's right. Whenever I had a title screen, I basically started the music over. So this is a title. So let's just watch how the end of this plays out.
Comments or questions you may have in the comment section below. When deciding.
Okay, so I had the music louder during the title. This is a title screen. There's the text. Here's the background that you see here with the light bubbles or whatever. And then there are also some sound effects, which are down here. So the way DaVinci Resolve is set up is you've got this one thick line here, which you can drag up and down. Everything below that line are audio tracks, okay? And everything above it are visual tracks. Not necessarily video, because some are text, right? There's text, video, and then I had that was text as well. And then all these audio tracks. So I have the main voiceover I put on this track. the music I put on this track, and then the sound effects, which were all the same. It was just copy and paste from one title screen to the next. I had them all down below. So that's a little bit different than Camtasia. Camtasia, you can mix and match audio track. You can put, or tracks. You can have audio and video on the same track if you want, but it could get confusing if you're not careful with how you organize your timeline. Okay, so let's make a reel out of this. So the first thing I do is I'm going to copy. So with DaVinci Resolve, you have to set up your project, your eventual render size. So this was a 4K video, and if we go down to settings here and open this box up, we can see what the timeline resolution was, or is, 3840 by 2160. So that's 4K. It's 24 frames a second. It shows right here. Those are the two. You don't have to worry about most of this other stuff. That's all I really wanted to show you. But the thing is, with DaVinci Resolve, you can have multiple timelines in the same project. So I could go up here. See, there's only one timeline right now, but if I go to time or file up here, I can click to add a new timeline. I don't know if you can see that. Right there, new timeline. Okay. And then I could build another video on that other timeline. The idea is you can build, if you wanted to, I didn't do that in this case, but you could build sections of a video, each in their own timeline, and then create a master timeline and bring all the individual sections in, so that it's basically another way to organize things, if that makes sense. So I did not take advantage of that here, but I will for Reels. But I have to create a new project for Reels, because if you have multiple timelines, they do still all have to be the same resolution, okay? And I don't want my Reels to be widescreen 4K. I want them to be vertical, and I want them to be 1080 by 1920, okay? So because I have to change that, I actually have to create a new project file, okay, with the new timeline dimensions. Now, I'm not good. So the way you would do that is you come in here, hit the home icon here, and then you can create a new project right in here, new project. But I've already done that because my Reels, charging wall Reels, is this one right here. I'm going to double. So I've already created this one, and you can see there are two timelines in this project. And you can see what the format is, 1080 by 1920. So I've already created one because I already made one reel, right? So what I did, let's just close this again. If you're looking at this as the main, this is my main long form video. What I would do is I'm going to highlight everything, and the shortcut is Option Y. That highlights everything, and then Control C. I've copied everything that's in here, and then I go over to hit the home icon, and then I'll double click charging wall Reels, my Reels project. Here is my Reels project. And then what I would do is I would create a new timeline. I've already done it here, and I've called it original. Okay, Control V to paste everything in here. So this timeline is the same content that's in the long form video. I've got it all here in a new project that's set up for the sizing of a reel, 1080 by 1920. Okay, so everything is here. The reason I did that is because I'm going to take pieces of this, certain pieces of this, and paste them into my new reel timeline, if that makes sense. Okay, so for instance, let me just quickly go back to the other timeline, Reel 1. Okay, I call it Reel 1. Here is the Reel 1. And you can zoom in and out of the timeline. And here are the individual pieces that I took to make this Reel 1 video. Okay. So that's kind of a high level overview of how we're going to do this. So this is basically the layout here is similar to what we're going to make. Now, you may notice there's actually 3 sections now. We have our audio section down below this line here. Audio section in green. I've got, this is the music. I have it on mute right now. This is a mute track. The reason I muted that was the last time I exported this, I wanted to export it without music. So if I unclick that, so take mute off and play.
Content creators, drowning in battery chargers and wires.
Notice how there's music in the background? Let me mute these 2 and then you can hear only that. Okay, so there was background music. That's royalty-free music that I got from Epidemic Sound. I have an account with them. And I included that music in this reel for the versions that I uploaded to YouTube Shorts, to Instagram, and to Facebook. Okay, but for TikTok, that works a little bit differently. When you upload a video to TikTok, you can choose music from the TikTok platform. So because I was going to choose music for that version, I muted the music here like this by clicking this M for mute. Now it's
content creators,
no music,
battery
right?
chargers and wires. Get organized with.
So I did leave in that little swoosh or whoosh sound effect. But yeah, so then I had a version for TikTok that I could upload to TikTok without music, and then added the music afterwards. Yeah, so yeah, you got your 3. I have 3 audio tracks here, and then I have, looks like I used 2 video tracks. Didn't really need to. I was just kind of sliding things back and forth until I knew what I wanted to use. Okay, actually, and then this top one here is a subtitle track, and they are kept a little bit separate from everything else. Okay, the subtitles, they look a little bit different. They work a little bit different than they do in Camtasia, but I really like the way this works. And then actually, when you come down to later on in this video, let me just play this little section here.
Lights you can turn on and off with your phone. Makes for a...
Okay, so here you can see 2, that's right. So I have 2 videos stacked on top of each other because I did a split screen portion from here till the end. I just showed myself at the bottom, and then on the top I did some zooming of particular parts of the wall. Okay, so that's how you do that. You just you put one over top of the other, resize them, zoom them in or out, or however you want them to look. And then the subtitles, and this is what's great about Davinci Resolve, is you have total control over the placement of the subtitles, where they're going to go. In Camtasia, they'll only go at the bottom, right? You can create text annotations in Camtasia, but and you can do that in Davinci as well, but with subtitles in Davinci that you can also export an SRT file from, you can move them wherever you want. And the way you do that is with any one of these subtitles selected, you come up here to track, and then under transform, which is this section here, position. My Y is at 979. If I click and drag that, see how I'm moving it back and forth? Okay, so you can put it wherever you want. I'll just put it back. Actually, Control Z. We'll go back to where it was. Okay, and so many other things you can do. So we've got the color of the text, size, line spacing, kerning. You can add a stroke. So what I've done, I don't know if you can see it better here. My size is at 7, but if I change that, you can see the stroke changes in size. What else can we do? Add a drop shadow. I can take that off or turn it on. I added one, and X, the offset is 10 and minus 10, so you can click and drag any of these to change the look that you're going for. I just used 10 and minus 10 because I want it to go down. You can add a blur to the drop shadow if you want. I did not. And you can remove some opacity if you want to make it see-through. You can also add a background to text like this, but I'm not doing that in this case. So yeah, all kinds of, and then the transform is where you can zoom in and out like this, right? Or change the position. okay, x-axis or y-axis. Okay, so all those things are easily done, easy to manipulate in DaVinci Resolve with subtitles. And if you ever create a subtitle track like this and you want to export it as an SRT file, let's say you want to upload this to YouTube, you make a video here, you want to upload it to YouTube, and you want to upload the SRT file or the subtitle file separate so that your viewers have the ability to turn closed captions on or off. You do that by uploading an SRT file. To get that, what you do is you go to this track here, and over here in where it says Subtitle 1, just right-click anywhere in this space, and then click Export Subtitle. And then here you can give it a name, and then where it's going to save to. So one thing though is I always change it to subtitle file without formatting. Okay. Otherwise, there may be some formatting things in the text, like making it bold, things like that. So I don't usually do that. I just want the plain text, and then I'll save it, and then that's it. That's how easy it is to generate an SRT file from subtitles in your video. Okay. Excuse me one second. And a reminder also, if anybody has any questions while I'm doing this, there's been no questions yet today. I'm feeling a little bit lonely, so feel free to ask me any questions you may have as I go through this, and I'd be happy to answer them. I realize I didn't give a whole lot of notice that I was even going to do this, so it might be a fairly quiet time in the chat today. So anyways, okay, back to making this new reel. So let's go create a new timeline. Okay, so what we're going to do, a couple of different ways you can do this. If you look over here, you can see all of the different assets we're using, and I have them in folders as well. So iPhone videos are all in their own folders. But if you want to only, so your timelines are also shown in this menu section as well, okay? So where it says, so what did I call them? So this one is called, or are they there? Oh, we'd have to click master. Here we go. So here we go. Reel 1 is right there. And this one was let's just go to timelines. Reel 1 and original. There you go. Okay, original is not shown here. Where is that? It's strange I don't see that there. Okay, I just have it in a different place. So here, let's move this. Control X to timelines, Control V. There. Just an organizational thing. So master is where you keep all of your assets that you use to build a program. Timelines is, they call it a bin or a folder, within which I put my timelines. And then I'll just skip that one for now. Voiceovers. This is where I have all the voiceovers for the main file. Since this project was a bit longer, it was 16 minutes. I did, and it had definite chapters. What I did is I did each chapter as its own separate voiceover file. So this is where they are. Then I have a folder for music. There's all kinds of different pieces of music in here because it's just the way I do. So I think I used maybe two different pieces of music with this, but I keep changing my mind when I make videos like this. So I'll often have way more music in my folder than I end up using in the project. And then screen recordings. So I added some screen recordings to the video. Yeah, you can kind of see the screen recordings that I added. Okay, and now under iPhone videos, I have more folders in here. So under this, intro office. So I took a lot of footage when I made that charging wall, and it's all in here. And let me just split the screen here. Something that's really neat about this, I can hover over any of these pieces of video, any of these clips, or I can click on them or double click. That'll bring it up into this left pane here, and I can scrub through and find the section that I want. and then I can grab it and bring it down to the timeline. This window here is showing you what is on the timeline, okay? This is the actual video that we're making, okay? So that's just a bit of an overview of DaVinci Resolve. But so I'm not going to need anywhere near all of the footage that's in these folders, right, to make my reel. But what I have to do is I have to make a new timeline. So let me go into timelines here, and I'm going to take this reel 1. I'm going to Control C to copy it, Control V to paste it. There, I've made a copy of the reel 1 timeline. If I double click reel 1, here, let's go back to just this here now. Reel 1, this is reel 1 copy, original. So these are all the different timelines I have in here. Reel 1 copy, this is the one I just made. So let's go ahead and rename this to reel 2. Okay, now you can see up here it says reel 2, and you can switch between them. So here is my new timeline. I am going to, since the only reason I did that is just, oh, I don't know, it's probably not as, it saves some things that I may want to reuse. I could have just gone in here and right-clicked under timelines, create new timeline, okay? And in fact, there's nothing in here, I don't think, that I'm going to, there may not be anything I'm going to reuse. So let me just back up here. Let's go back to reel 1. Let's come here. I'm going to right click timelines. I don't see it. Let's just click the delete button. This will remove the timeline. Yes, delete reel 2. Yes, okay. So now we're back. We've only have two timelines. And now let's just right click. We're going to start from scratch, okay? Right click, timelines, create new timeline, okay? Start time code is 0, timeline name. We'll go reel 2. Number of video tracks, 1. More will be added as I need them. Everything else we can leave the same. Use the project settings and create. This is what the timeline looks like when you create a brand new one from scratch, okay? There's really nothing in here. So I want to create a reel here. The first thing I'm going to do is, first thing you want to do is write a script, okay? I have already written a couple of scripts. Let me drag this over here so you can see this. This is small, I mean. Okay, so this is just a text file that I use to create scripts, okay? Scripts for my reels, okay? So it's just a handy place. I create a text file and I save it in my same folder. I've got my tags in here that I want to use when I upload the shorts or the TikToks. And this is the script for the first reel that I made, okay? Number 1, content creators, drowning in battery chargers and wires, get organized with a battery charging wall. I'm pretty sure, let me just double check that, was that actually, I don't know if I can show you both of these at the same time. No. Content creators, drowning in battery chargers and wires, get organized. Is that what this is?
Content creators, drowning in battery chargers and wires, get organized with a...
Yes, it is. Okay, so that is the one that I used. I just wanted to make sure I'm not duplicating myself here. Okay, so, and that was this right here, link in the bio. So I've already written a script for reel number 2, and it's right here. Content creators, need more storage, build a gear storage battery charging closet, clear everything out. Build, so okay, so this is going to be more of a step-by-step. Excuse me. Okay, so the next step, once you have your script written, is you need to record the script. Now, I don't know how this is going to turn out because I have a cold and my voice is not going to sound great. I know one thing I have to do, I've got to blow my nose before I record this. So I'm going to put things on pause just for 1 second and I will be right back. Okay, so bear with me 1 second here. There. I think you can hear me now. Okay, so I'm back. So had to blow my nose, had to get ready to record my voice. So let me do that right now. So I have my script here. I don't know what you would like to see while I do this. You can see my script. Yeah, this is usually the way I lay this out. It doesn't matter. I have Davinci Resolve open in the back. Let me just resize some windows here a little bit so I can manage this. I'm going to bring Adobe Audition back because that's where I record my voiceover. No, I'm actually still recording everything. I'm recording this whole live, but I don't need to. So stop that. Just do the way I lay this. Yeah. Okay, I'll delete all that and create a new file. I'm going to call this voiceover-reel 2. Okay, so that is my, I want to make sure everyone can hear me. That's on, mic is on. Yeah, I think you can hear me. If anybody can't hear me, let me know in the comments or in the chat, and then I'll see if I can get fixed up. That's one thing I usually do wrong. I usually mess things up. Yes, can hear you. Okay, thanks, Pamela. That's great. Okay, so let me delete this. Okay, so I've created a file. I'm going to record my voice, voiceover reel 2. I have my recording software open here. I have my script over here. Now I'm going to bring the microphone a little bit closer. I'm going to put this, this is my pop filter that I put on my mic when I do voiceovers. Just helps cut down the plosives. I'm going to bring the microphone down and much closer to me. So I'm going to turn this down for you for now. And that should be good. That should be good. Test, test. Let me just test, test, test. Test, test, test. A little too loud. Test, test, test. Okay, that's good. So now I'm going to record this script. Test, 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 test. Content creators need more storage? Build a gear storage and battery charging closet. Clear everything out. Build a bench from an old desk. Build a charging wall for the back wall. Put a tool cabinet under the desk. Put a tool cabinet under the desk. All your camera and light batteries will be charged whenever you need them. All your camera and light batteries will be charged whenever you need them. And all your gear will have a home, either in a drawer or on and all your gear will have a home, either in a drawer or on display. Watch the full video on how to build this, link in the bio. Okay, stop. I'm just going to leave the microphone here for now. Oh, I didn't stop. Okay, now I'm going to need my headphones so I can hear. I think that sounded okay. But now I have to clear out all the mistakes. So now I'm going test, 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 test. Content creators need more storage? Can you guys hear the playback? It looks like you can. Content creators need more storage? Let me know if you can hear that. Let me just, I'll get rid of all of the mistakes. Content creators need more storage? Build a gear storage and battery charging Pamela says yes. Thanks, Pam. That's great. Okay. Whoops. Content creators need more. Now, one thing I'll say about doing making reels is that everything has to be tight. And what I mean by that is we're trying to deliver a message really fast so that people will not scroll away quickly. So I'm already feeling like I might not have read all of that fast enough. But let's just see what this ends up being.
Content creators need more storage? Build a gear storage. Build a.
Okay, so this was a mistake. We'll delete that.
Content.
And I'm going to cut out a lot of, so what I'm doing, I'm deleting some space between phrases so that everything is going to be fast moving.
Content creators need more storage? Build a gear storage and battery charging closet. Clear everything out.
So delete that empty space.
Battery charging closet. Clear everything out. Build a bench from an old. Build a charging.
Okay, so clear that. Oh, we'll clear that, make it even tighter.
Closet. Clear everything out. Build a bench from an old desk. Build a charging wall for the back wall. Put a tool cabinet.
We'll delete that.
Build a charging wall for the back wall. Put a tool cabinet. Put a tool cabinet.
Okay, so we'll delete this one.
Put a tool cabinet under the desk. All your camera.
Yeah, I thought that was a repeat, so we'll delete that one.
All your camera and light batteries will be charged whenever you need them. And all your gear.
We'll delete that.
And all your gear will have a home, either in a drawer or on display. Watch the full full video on how to build this. Link in the bio. Link in the bio.
Okay, so that's it. So how long is this? Almost 22 seconds long. Let's just play it back.
Content creators need more storage? Build a gear storage and battery charging closet. Clear everything out. Build a bench from an old desk. Build a charging wall for the back wall. Put a tool cabinet under the desk. All your camera and light batteries will be charged whenever you need them. And all your gear will have a home, either in a drawer or on display. Watch the full video on how to build this. Link in the bio.
I think that sounds good. I probably could have read it a little bit faster, but this is not going to be perfect anyways because, again, my voice is a little bit compromised with this cold that I've got. Yeah, so let's go with this. I save this as VoiceOver Reel 2. Saves in my Downloads folder. But now, I always create a second copy. So Control-Alt-S for Save As. And I'm just going to add a _processed to this file name. Okay, and now the reason I did that is because I'm going to do some processing of this voice now. So you heard what that sounds like.
Build a gear store.
Now I'm going to go through and run it through a set of instructions that I've created, like a macro that will add compression, will boost the bass, boost the trebles, just makes it sound richer. So let me run it through that. That's it. So now here's what it sounds like.
Content creators need more storage? Build a gear storage and battery charging closet.
And so on. So yeah, sounds a lot better. Control-S to save that. So I've got my voiceover done. So now let's close Adobe Audition. So we don't need that anymore. Let me get this mic out of the way. Pull the pop filter off. Actually, I need Audition to help me set this back up for the right levels. So I have to boost the levels a little bit so that you can hear me. Can you test, test, test? I think that sounds good. And how is the screen? We've got the mic up here. I have it just out of frame, as you can just see it up top here. Just out of frame. And that's where I have it set up, and you can see it right here, right there. But since that's farther away from my mouth, I have to boost the level on my focus right here. I turn it down, I turn it up. So I feel like right around there is a good place to have it. If you think the volume could go up or down, let me know. But I think that's usually where I have it for these live streams. Okay, so I can close Audition. We'll close that. show you can see what I'm doing. We won't save that. Let's move the script out of the way. Okay, now we're back in DaVinci Resolve. So, and I'm on reel 1. Let's go to the right timeline, reel 2. Okay, so now for reel 2, I'm going to put in voiceover here. Actually, I'm just going to keep this in the main master. Right click, new bin, reel 2. Let's just put our stuff in reel 2 here. And under voiceovers, I am just going to drag these files over, the voiceover files that I just created. The processed version, I bring it over here. Okay, so now I'm going to click and drag that down to the timeline.
Content creators need more storage?
Okay, so the voiceover file is there on the timeline. Now, there's one thing that I noticed here. Let me see now. I have to do
Need more storage?
a little bit of editing here. This is only coming out of my left channel, and that's because of the way I record. So I have to do a little bit of... Here, let's go into Fairlight. This is the audio mixer. So in here, I can double click this, and I know this looks completely foreign to a lot of people, but what I'm doing here is I'm basically converting my mono left only track to mono both sides. Okay, so if I do that in here, let's go back to the edit tab. And now we play it.
Content creators.
Now it's coming out of both ears.
Build a gear.
Okay, so there's the voiceover. Now I want to start. Well, actually, let's think about what we want to bring in here. So we can go up to master. If we want to think about what we want to bring in here, if we go back and look at our script here, just zoom in here. And I've got a pen and paper here that I'll use for, there you can see me. I use a pen and paper, just going to jot down a couple of notes as to what I might want to include in the actual video. So just thinking out loud here, content creators need more storage. So perhaps this will show, show the beginning. So show final look. So the final look, build a gear storage, battery charging closet, clear everything out. So basically every sentence that I wrote in this short script, I want to grab, we can call it B-roll video, but it's video from my main video. We can grab parts of that to fit the narrative of the script that I made, okay? I'm just trying to think of the best way to do this. So looks like the first 2 lines I'm going to... So content creators need more storage, build a gear storage, battery charging closet. So let's run over to the original and let's go back towards the beginning and see what we have.
Here is my new gear storage and battery charging closet.
Okay, and we don't have to copy over the text that's here. What did I show in the first reel? Let's go back to look at the first reel.
Content creators, drowning in battery chargers and wires?
So I could probably use that same one. Except the difference between the scripts is this reel 1 was drowning in wires.
Drowning in battery chargers and wires?
Battery chargers and wires, and that's what I showed there, the battery chargers and wires. But in this one, this new reel, it's content creators need more storage. So if I can just think about what I want to include here, let's just grab this for now. I'm going to highlight this one video section, Control C to copy. Let's go over to reel 2, Control V paste. Control V. There we go. Okay, we can bring it down to the track 1.
Content creators need more.
Okay, so we've got that. I think the best thing to do is to go into the main video. No, that's not what I want. Timeline, here we go. Timeline, original.
Is my new gear storage and battery charging closet.
So I'm showing the battery charging closet. I can show a lot of these things. I'm going to grab several of these.
Away by closing the closet doors. It's space saving.
Let's just grab several of these. I'll uncheck that. Control C. Copied all those. Let's go back to Reel 2. I'll just put the playhead here. Control V, paste. There, I just pasted all these in here. And don't worry about the so this is cropped obviously because I'm copying from a widescreen to a vertical, but all of the information is there. So like I can come up to, if I highlight this video section, come up here to the inspector, it's called, click video, and then position X and Y. So the Y you want to leave at 0 because there's really nothing else above or below, right? But the X, if I move it side to side, see, all that other information is still there. So I can show whatever part of it that I want. And that goes for any of these. So this one here, if I change the X position, right, you can see the rest of the widescreen video. Another way you can see it all is if you go to zoom here and you start zooming out, or out, okay, you can see it all that way too. But we want this to be full vertical video, so I might just have to move the position back and forth along the x-axis until I have exactly what I want. So let's go back here. Let's start building this. So basically, I think the best way for me to do this is just to I've shown you a little bit about how to grab pieces and put them together. So I'm going to stop talking for a little bit and I'm just going to do this. That way it'll go by much quicker. So while I'm doing this, again, if you have any questions, feel free to let me know in the chat, and whenever I glance down, I'll have a look and I'll answer your questions as soon as I can. Okay, so with that said, let me just proceed with this without doing so much talking. Okay.
Content creators need more storage?
Okay, need more storage.
When deciding on a store.
Okay, this is some good stuff to use. That's right. This is the what to store and where.
When deciding on a storage solution for your gear, you first have to identify all the stuff you need to store.
Those look like 3 good parts for that. Reel 2.
Full video.
I don't need as much, so I'm shortening these. I want these to happen fairly quick. So I'm just working off to the side here, and then I'm going to bring it over here. So let me just move that out of the way. I'll highlight these. I'll bring them over here. How's that for a beginning?
Content creators need more storage?
That happened a little too quickly. I think I want it to go until about here. Just looking at the audio waveforms here. If you look at the audio waveforms, you can tell when there's no speaking or when sentences end.
Creators need more storage?
Right there.
Build a gear storage.
So there is where I want to show it. So
Build a gear storage.
That's probably all I need to show, that part. see what that's like.
Content creators need more storage? Build a gear storage and battery.
Now this actually, so I'm losing a lot of information by only showing. I think this is a good play. So you know, in reel number 1, where I doubled up and I had two things showing, like one above the other, right? I think this is a good. I think I'm going to do that at the beginning of reel 2. Okay, so because I'm losing a lot of information, but if I zoom like this. If I go 0.5 and then position it up, maybe that goes at the bottom. 1080. 1080 divided by 2 is 540. Don't know if that makes sense. So 540. No, that doesn't make sense. I could put that down there.
Content creators need more storage? Build.
And I know there's another section that would be good to put there. Where's drowning in the wires? That section. These two here. I think I can use those also in reel 2. I just put them over here. If I paste them like here, see, it overwrites what was there. So Control Z to back that up. That's why I put the cursor, the playhead after all of the video portions, because I know they're going to paste back on video track 1, which is where I copied them from in the other project. Okay, so I think this will be a good one. And I'm going to zoom that, make it 0.5, and I'm going to position it not that way. Like that.
Content creators need more storage? Build.
Okay, starting to get the idea. Something else you can do is you can highlight something. If you've zoomed everything, like this one here. So I've got that up top here, and I've got this one at the bottom. If I want these next two to have the same zoom and position characteristics, I can copy and paste from one to the other. So instead of having to go back in here and then up here to zoom and position exactly how I want it, let's go here and we'll highlight this one. We'll just control, well, we can right click so you can see it, click copy, or I can go Control or Command C. So copy, and then if we come over here, right click, paste attributes, okay, and I want to, the attributes I want to paste are the position and the zoom, and then click apply. There, see how that automatically.
Content creators need more storage? Build a.
So I also have to change, let's just zoom. I also have to change that one, so we can right click, paste attributes, and then what I selected last time is still selected, so position and zoom, apply. There, see how that looks.
Content creators need more storage? Build a gear storage.
The only thing is, I think this looks kind of busy. It may look better once I have the text on top, and we can do that now. This is a perfect time for me to show you Davinci Resolve's automatic subtitling feature. So I have a voice track in this timeline. It's only 18 or so seconds, no, 21 seconds. Let's generate the subtitles with Davinci Resolve. Now, sorry, this is a feature of the paid version of Davinci Resolve. This is not available in the free version, but Here's a little sneak peek. If you do have the free version and you want to know how the automatic subtitles work, whether or not you'd want to invest in the paid version, this is how you would do it. So we'd come up here to Timeline, and there's an option right here called, can you see that? No, not that way. Create subtitles from audio. Okay, so I'm going to click that. Now it brings up this little thing here. Create subtitles, language. You can leave it on auto, but I usually select English. And then you can tell it maximum number of characters per line, so not words, but characters. Since I want it to be fairly, like only a few words, maybe 1 or 2 or 3 words at the most at a time, I'm going to change that to 12. Just trial and error. I've found that works well. Single line. I don't want double line. I just want single. I leave everything else the same and click create. Watch how fast this happens. It's initializing, analyzing. Boom, done. There they are, all the subtitles. Now, I can't guarantee that they're all going to be correct. We're going to go through it and edit them and make sure they're okay. But at least I can start getting some text on screen so we can see what it's going to look like as well. So for some reason, they always make the subtitle track really, really high, and it doesn't need to be that high. So let's bring that down. Let's zoom in here.
Content creators need
Okay, you see where they are here?
Content creators need more storage? Build a gear storage and battery charging closet. Clear everything out, build a bench from an old desk, build a charging wall for the back wall, put a tool cabinet under the desk. All your camera and light batteries will be charged whenever you need them, and all your gear will have a home, either in a drawer or on display. Watch the full video on how to build this, link in the bio.
Okay, that cool, eh? All I needed you to look at, or wanted you to look at, were the subtitles. Obviously, the video is not finished. So now let's just go through and clean everything up. So I want to edit so before I edit the subtitles, let's just change their look. Okay, so I want them in the middle. So let's, with one of them selected, we click up on track here. You got caption and track. These are the two main things. So under caption, that's where the actual text is, and you can edit the text. Okay, and then under track, that's where you can format it all. Now you can change the format of individual captions if you want, and that would be here. You'd have to click this customize caption, and then you can change the color of just this one that's selected. Okay, but we're not going to do that. I want them all to look the same and be in the same location. So let's go to track. So anything I change in here is going to affect all of the subtitles or all of the captions in the entire track. Okay, so first thing I want to do is I want to move them up. So let's go to position, Y, and let's move them up. And you can do it visually like that. Okay, pretty much right there in the middle. Now I want to change the font. The font that I like to use is called Deli for these. So I hit D and I select Deli. So that's that one. It's an all caps font. The stroke, well actually, let me just go back to Reel 1 and let's take a look. So this is what they look like. Okay, content creators. If I highlight one and I go to track, I can see so the color was, I'm just going to write that down and remember it, FFFB00. FFFB00 is the yellow I used. Doesn't mean I have to use the same, but I will. Size was 70. Line spacing minus 37. Kerning minus 28. Okay, stroke is black, 7. Position is 540 by 979. And I have a drop shadow, black, 10 minus 10. And yeah, that's it. So let's go back over to Reel 2 and let's do the same thing. Excuse me. Okay. So with one of the subtitles selected so that we can see what's going on here. I'm going to go to track. I've got Delhi selected. Let's go to color and change that. The hex code was FFFB00. FFFB00. Tab. There's the yellow. Size 58. I actually used 70. So let's change that, make it bigger. Minus 37. Actually, let me just show you what. So if you remember, or if you noticed, in Reel 1 I have content creators, one above the other. Let's do the same thing. Reel 2, content.
Content creators.
So I want them both on the same subtitle. So I'm going to highlight this one, backspace to delete it. I'm going to highlight this one, go to caption, and content creators, exclamation mark. Okay, so there's that. And now if I go back to, oh, and I'm going to, on the timeline, go drag it out longer. And now when I go back to track, the line spacing, so now you'll see I had minus 37 in the other one. See what happens when I change this? Let's go to minus 37 right there. And then minus 28 was the kerning. This tightens up the text. See how that, there, minus 28, tightens it up like that. Now the stroke, it still doesn't look the same. That's because my stroke color is white. Let's change that to black. Still getting used to Apple's way of dealing with the colors like this. And the stroke black, and 7 was the size that I used. Again, I don't have to create all the same way, but I just, for consistency's sake, I want it to look the same as the other one. So now let's bring in the drop shadow, black, and it was 10 and minus 10 was my offset. 10 minus 10. The blur was down to as low as can go, and the opacity all the way up. Okay, so now does that look the same as Reel 1? Yeah, exactly the same. There we go. Okay.
Content creator.
So I also want it to start off with the text on screen right at the beginning.
Content creators.
And now I'm going to go through the subtitles and clean them up. So I'll be able to do this quicker if I don't talk the whole way through it. So you can just kind of watch what I'm doing here.
Content creators.
I'm looking at the here, the audio waveforms to know where I want my breaks. So I can click and drag here.
Need more storage? Need more storage? Build a gear storage and build a gear storage.
That should be on 1, I think. Gear storage. And
build a gear storage and battery charging closet.
Let's throw an exclamation mark.
Battery charging closet. Closet. Clear everything out. Clear everything out.
If you want to split a subtitle, you highlight it and Control B. And I can't remember if that's the original shortcut or if it's one that I changed. I think it is the original one, Control B. And I've actually changed my shortcut on Camtasia to be the same so that it's a little easier to switch back and forth. On Camtasia, it's usually S for split, to split a subtitle, or anything if you want to split a video or an audio clip. But I've changed it to Control B, so it's the same.
Clear everything out. Clear everything out. Clear everything out. Build a bench.
Build a bench.
Build a bench from an old desk. Build a bench from an old. Build a bench. Build a bench from an old desk. Bench from an old desk. Build a charging wall. Build a charging wall for.
Charging wall fit on one line. Let's go 2. There we go.
Build a charging wall for the back. For the back wall for
the and then back wall.
Wall for the build a charging wall for the back wall. Put a
let's just put tool cabinet together.
Put a tool cabinet under the desk. Cabinet under the desk. Put a tool cabinet under the desk. All your camera.
I'm a little fussy when it comes to subtitles. I've done so many subtitling jobs over the years, and I'm just particular. I don't necessarily like the way the automated systems do things. They'll put a period. Like if I have 3 words on one line, I don't want 1 word and then a period and then 2 more words all in the same line. I'm gonna put those other 2 words, the start of a new sentence, on their own line. So the AI systems that I've used so far don't seem to do a great job at that yet. I'm sure they will at some point. So that's why I go through this and I edit it all.
Put a tool cabinet under the desk. All your camera and light battery. All your camera and light batteries will be charged whenever you need them. Charged whenever you need them.
That should be a period.
Need them. And all your gear. You need them. And all your gear. Whenever you need them. And all your gear. And all your gear will have a home. And all your gear will have a home.
Control X, next. Control V.
Home, either in a drawer, home, either in a drawer or on a drawer or in a drawer or on display.
Not leaving any spaces between any of these subtitles, just so there's always text on the screen.
Watch the full video on how to build this. Link how to build this. This link in the bio.
I'm just going to look at reel number 1 to see how I ended off the subtitles in that one.
This link in the bio.
Link in the bio. I'm just going to copy those two. Come back over to reel 2. Let's delete those. Control V.
This link in the bio. This link in.
Have to make a small adjustment.
Link in the bio.
Let's throw a period at the end of that. Let's drag it to the end. There. Text should be done.
Content creators, need more storage? Build a gear storage and battery charging closet. Clear everything out, build a bench from an old desk, build a charging wall for the back wall, put a tool cabinet under the desk. All your camera and light batteries will be charged whenever you need them. And all your gear will have a home, either in a drawer or on display. Watch the full video on how to build this, link in the bio. Content creators, need more storage? Build a gear storage and battery charging closet.
So I'm happy with the way I've split up all the subtitles and edited them. What I'm doing now is I noticed a couple periods that I think it would be better with exclamation marks. So I'm just going to go through that and change
everything
those.
Out, build a bench from an old desk, build a charging wall for the back wall, put a tool cabinet under the desk.
So that one. A little more excited.
All your camera and light batteries will be charged whenever you need them.
That one too.
And all your gear will have a home, either in a drawer or on display.
That one too. Lots of exclamation marks.
Watch the full video on how to build this, link in the bio.
Cool. All right. And actually the end, I bet you I can take from
phone. Makes for a...
I might use the same ones. No, anyway, let's go back to reel 2. All right. Let's finish building the video. Let me know if you have any questions about any of this, and I'll be happy to answer them.
Content.
So now I'm done with the subtitles. Actually, let me.
Content creator.
That isn't split exactly where. Let me just move the text a little bit so this is more centered vertically. There.
Creators need more storage? Need more.
Am I okay with
content creators need more storage? Build.
I think I want to reverse these. I think I want this one at the bottom, the other one at the top. So quick way to do that is, what is a quick way to do that? Let's copy that one and we'll paste the attributes to this one. Okay, so it's moved up. Now let's copy this one on the bottom. Control V. Paste the attributes of that one to the bottom. Does that work? Yes.
Content creators need more.
So now I have to copy this one, paste it to that one, and this one here, paste it to that one. There. Not sure if you know if
content creators need more storage.
All right, the only other thing I'm going to do is just create a little bit of a black line between. So the way you do that is just I'm going to transform that bottom one like that. And let's go back to the text and bring it down again. There, how does that look?
Content creators need more storage? Build a gear store.
Okay. Pam, okay, so just checking the chat here. Pamela Powers Thank you for stopping in again, by the way. This is great to hear you again. She says, back when you were working with the sound, you brought the sound up for a few seconds and then back again. Do you have to have some parameters for that? I'm not sure I know what you mean. You brought the sound up for a few seconds. Are we talking about this sound here? Or are you talking about when I had the Audition window open? So this is the Audition window. Well, I'm launching Audition right here. This is where I created the, this is the program I used to record my voice. And then back again. Do you have to have some... I think I know what you're talking about. When I, down here, when I went over to the Fairlight tab, here, is this what we're talking about? When I say Fairlight tab, Fairlight is a section within Davinci Resolve that allows you to do audio editing. I haven't done a whole lot of stuff with this panel, and you don't ever have to use it at all if you don't want to. The way Davinci Resolve is set up is there are several main tabs along the bottom here. You have Media, Cut, Edit, Fusion, Color, Fairlight, and Deliver. So what they are, the Media tab is where you can organize all your files that you're bringing in. And again, you don't need to use all of these. There's really only two you have to use, and that's Edit and Deliver. Okay? This Edit one, which is where I'm doing most of my work now, in this tab. And then the Deliver tab is where you would actually export or render your video and create the YouTube version. Okay, so, but these other tabs are for doing other things. So the Cut tab is designed to be able to do quick edits to kind of lay things out before you do your more specific edits in the Edit tab. I don't use the Cut tab at all. Okay, so, and then the Media tab is for organizing your project files. I did use that actually for the first time ever. I used this tab when making this long form video. And that's because I had 140 different video files, and I wanted to organize them into different folders. And you can do all that here in the Media tab. Much easier, okay, than in the Edit tab. Then if you go to the Edit tab, they're all just different. Each tab has its own specialized use, but they're all kind of connected. So if I edit anything in this Edit tab, for instance, if I then go to another tab like Fairlight is for audio, the edits carry over. Okay? Not sure if that makes sense, but so here, for instance, if I zoom in to this, so you can kind of see the timelines here. This is the audio file, and I can play with my spacebar.
Need more storage? Build a gear storage.
See, there's a whole lot of other audio things going on, and it's just a lot easier to make edits to your audio file from in here. But if you're only doing basic edits, you can do all of that from here, the Edit tab. So I'm only doing basic edits, and I can even do, I can cut, Control B to, cut it here if I want to. Then I have two different files or clips in the timeline. Pamela says, is there a way to do that in Camtasia? I believe in Camtasia. So the reason I had to go to the Fairlight tab is because I needed to get all of the audio out of just the left ear and put them in both. I know how to do that in the Fairlight tab. Which was this section right here. Double click that and it's the spread, okay? In Camtasia, I believe the way it works is you can highlight your audio and you can, there's a, under properties in the upper right, there's a box you can check that's called Mix to Mono. I think that's what it's called. And that'll get everything mixed, equally into both ears. The reason why everything came in only the left ear, my voiceover, is because of the way I record it. I use my audio interface here. Don't know if you can see it here, right here. This audio interface, it's a Scarlett 2i2 by Focusrite. It has the ability to plug in two things. So my microphone is plugged in to the left side. Then there's a right side that I have nothing plugged in. So it's only recording into the left channel, okay? This is used for example, if you were a guitar player and you wanted to sing and play the guitar at once, so maybe you have a microphone for your voice and you have a lead in for your guitar, electric guitar, say. So then one would be in the left side, one would be in the right side, and you could mix them both together. If you're making a stereo recording, so let's say I wanted to talk here and you wanted to hear me in stereo. So maybe I have a microphone set up on this side of me and then another microphone over here. I could have one going into the left channel, one going into the right channel, and then it would kind of sound kind of cool, I guess. But because I could, you'd hear me more in your left ear and then more in your right ear over here like this. That's one thing you could do. But that's more for like music recording and things like that. For voiceover, you generally want voice from a voiceover to be equal in both ears. You want it to be mono, not stereo. The background music can be stereo, and a lot of music that you get on royalty-free music from Epidemic Sound or whatnot can be stereo, meaning that sometimes it sounds a little different in one ear than the other. Like maybe there's some more bass or some whatever guitar in this ear. That's all fine, but that's the background music. But for the voice audio, it should be equally in both ears, and not recorded in stereo. That would just be kind of confusing and a little bit overload, I guess. So yeah, so I use it in DaVinci Resolve. That is how I had to basically mix to mono, which is what they call it in Camtasia. In Camtasia, there's that box you have to check that says mix audio to mono if you end up with the same issue. Okay, but in terms of other audio editing, there's a whole lot you can do in. So for instance, I'm just going to show you one thing here. You know how in Camtasia, how you can fade things in and fade out? So you basically put a fade animation or transition at the beginning and the end of a clip. You can do that with video clips and with audio clips. The way you do that in DaVinci is, see this little white, oh no, I have to change. There we go, sorry. See, if I hover over the audio track, up in the left corner, there's a little white marker here. I can click and I can drag that. And I can put it wherever I want. See? So I can have that fade in like that. Just listen.
Content creators need more storage?
And now you wouldn't normally do that with just the with a voiceover track.
Content creator.
But you can, right? So, but in addition, you can also, maybe if you don't want it to linearly fade in like that, you can grab the point here and do things like that.
Need more storage?
Or even like that.
Content creators need.
Okay, so there's just a whole lot of different things you can do. I'm kind of getting a little bit off topic here, just kind of showing off some of the things you can do in DaVinci Resolve, and a lot of this stuff I've only scratched the surface. There's so much more you can do with this stuff, and all of what I'm showing you here is available in the free version as well of DaVinci. Okay, all right, let's get back to the video that I was making, and let's just see what this looks like now.
Content creators need more storage? Build a gear storage and battery charging closet. Gear storage and battery charging closet.
Oops. I think that's a good scene to show through.
Build a gear storage.
I'm going to zoom in though.
Build a gear storage.
I'm going to cut it right there.
Gear storage and battery charging closet. Clear.
Actually, I have one that's zooming in. That one. Let's delete that and move this one here.
Build a gear storage and battery charging closet.
before I get too far with this, I haven't added music yet, right? I want music in this, so let's. I've already got. I think I had a bunch of music tracks already in here. That sounds fine. Let's drag that one down here. Okay, see, it's a lot longer than the video we're making, so we'll cut that back. Like that.
Content creators need...
It's too loud. So, again, I could go over to the Fairlight tab. See, here's the new audio track that I added. And notice it is in stereo. It's showing a left and a right channel.
Content creators need...
But I don't necessarily have to edit there. Again, I find it just as easy to edit over here. Excuse me, just showing me the one track. Both left and right channels are in here. And to drag the sound down, the volume down, I'm going to click and drag just like that. See what that sounds like.
Content creators need more storage? Build a gear storage and battery charging closet. Clear everything out. Gear storage.
A little too loud, maybe?
Need more.
And actually, this song...
Storage? Build a gear storage and battery charging closet.
I feel like there's going to be a bass coming in. Maybe
out.
I should do that sooner.
Build a bench from an old desk. Build a charging wall for the back wall. Put a tool cabinet under the desk. All your camera and light batteries will be charged whenever you need them. And all your gear will have a home, either in a drawer or on display. Watch.
That's where the bass started. I think I want that to be the beginning.
Either in a drawer or on display.
I'm going to mute my voice track for a second here until I find the beginning where I want this to start. And I can zoom right in. That's the first bass drop right there. What if I cut it right there? Delete the beginning. Go back to the beginning and see what that sounds like. My voice track back on.
Content creators need more storage? Build a gear storage and battery charging closet. Clear everything out. Build a bench from an old desk. Build a charging wall for the back wall.
You know what? I changed my mind. I think I do want that bass drop to happen sooner than it was going to, but maybe this was all right.
Content creators need more storage? Build a gear storage and battery charging closet. Clear everything out. Build a bench from an old desk. Build a charging wall for the back wall. Put a tool cabinet under the desk. All your camera and light batteries will be charged whenever you need them. And all your gear will have a home, either in a drawer or on display. Watch the full video on how to build this. Link in the bio.
Okay, I think that sounds fine. Not going to worry too much about it. Let's go back to... let's zoom right in here. I want to make sure I end this at the right place. I'm going to fade the music out a little bit at the end, like that.
Link in the bio.
Yeah, that's fine. In the beginning, do I need to fade it in?
Content creators need...
No. I like it starting off with that note.
Content creator.
Okay, so that is that. Let's go... you can resize the windows here too if you want to. Now let's just, so I've got the music, I've got the audio, voiceover, I've got the text track. Let me now finish the video part, okay?
Content creators need more storage? Build a gear storage.
Actually, the cuts of these can be better on the beats.
Content creators. Content creators. Content creators need more storage? Need more storage? Need more storage? Build a gear storage. Build a gear storage and battery charging closet. Clear everything. Gear storage and battery charging closet. Clear everything out.
Okay. First part's done. So now... No, I think I wanted this part. That's why I wanted this here.
Gear storage and battery charging closet. Clear and battery charging.
I can split that up.
Gear storage and battery charging closet. Clear everything out. Build and battery charging closet.
Now I'm trying to think of a clever way to show more of this. I mean, over here I did it with one over the other. I don't necessarily want it. Maybe I could just go left, center, right. You know what I mean? Like show
and
left, center, right. Which means I'd have some cuts. I'd cut it here. And there. And so for this section, let's show more of the left side. So position, no, Control Z. I always have my finger on Control and Z because I undo what I do all the time. So that's just I'm always hitting the wrong keys. So Control Z is definitely your friend. That's undo. So it's the x-axis I want to change. So show the left side first. And zoom in there.
And battery charging closet. Clear.
And this one I'll show the right side. That's probably good. See what that looks like.
Gear storage and battery charging closet. Clear.
That happened awful quick.
Build a gear storage and battery charging closet. Clear every.
How's that now?
Build a gear storage and battery charging closet. Clear everything out.
I think that looks all right. So now, zoom back a little bit. So I'm just going to make these audio tracks a little bit smaller. It's this main video track that I'm working with here. Now back to the script. So the visual I want to show needs to support the script that I wrote. So what are we saying here?
Everything out. Build a bench from an old desk. Build a charging wall for everything out.
So there were three things there. If we go back to my script here, it's right here. Clear everything out, build a bench from an old desk, build a charging wall for the back wall, put a tool cabinet under the desk. These four things here should be four, in my mind, I believe they should be four different video clips. So let's go find them. Clear everything out. Let us go back to original. And where was I clearing stuff out? I just have to find it. That was all the intro. Okay, it was in this section. I think what to store and where.
When deciding on a storage solution for your gear, you first have to identify all the stuff.
I'm just scrubbing through looking for, I know I took some video of me clearing everything out, right? So I just, it wasn't in that section. It's really neat the way I'm moving around in the timeline like this. If I hold control and then use my mouse wheel up and down, it goes side to side. If I hold down the option key and mouse and do the mouse wheel, I zoom in and out like this. Okay? So those are the two that I use quite often. Always with the mouse wheel, and whether I'm pressing down control or option. That's how I'm moving around. And then if you wanted to reset and see everything on the timeline, you can use this button right here. You click that and everything is there. Okay, but I need to be able to see what I'm doing here.
Building out the closet.
I know I did this. Charging wall. I think here it is here.
So now that brings me to last week, when I decided not only to finish building out the closet, but also to record myself doing it for the purposes of making this video. The idea behind the charging wall is to, 1, be a place to...
Okay, so I can... That section and that section is to clear everything out. Just copy all that and go back to Reel 2.
Everything out, build a bench from an old desk.
Okay, I'm going to paste it here. I know I'm grabbing too much. Oh yeah, way too much info. All that has to fit in the...
Clear everything out, build a bench.
Build a bench. The bench part can start right there. So I only have about this much space to put video, and I grabbed all of this. So what part do I want to grab? Let's cut that there. Whoops. What am I doing here? Okay. Grab this.
Clear everything out, build a...
Copy that and put that there.
Everything out, build a bench from an old desk. Build a bench from an old... Clear everything out, build a charging closet. Clear everything out, build a bench from an old... Everything out, build a bench from an old desk.
Build a bench from an old desk. So I think that's all I wanted to use there for that one. Now I'm just going to delete. I thought this was a good... No, maybe not. Let's delete those. Didn't need them. Go back to the original. So the second one, build a bench from an old desk. Let's look for... Excuse me. Charging wall. Bench. So the bench was...
But I was able to use that 8-inch piece as a shelf near the top of the closet for more storage, so it worked out kind of well. These storage bins I got from Amazon fit perfectly. I just have to put... I then had to make a few more cuts to make it fit perfectly, and since I already have power inside...
Build a bench from an old desk and build a charging wall for the back wall. Put a tool cabinet under the desk. These two, I think, would look. Let's copy those two. Let's go back to the reel and paste. Once again, way too long. Maybe I show these over and under as well.
Desk, build a charging wall for the back wall, put a tool cabinet under the desk, all your camera and light battery.
How's everyone doing out there? Doing good? This has taken way longer than an hour. We're coming up on 2 hours, but I do tend to ramble every once in a while. So, at the beginning, it took me a while to get going with this, and I I am fighting a cold, so that's slowing me down a little bit, I feel. Okay, that's a good section to have. But again, I think I could go over and under with those things like I did at the beginning here. So
build a charging wall for the back wall, put a tool out, build a bench from an old desk, build a charging wall for the back wall, put a tool cabinet under the desk. All your camera under the desk.
So I want to go right to here. So let's grab this one, put it in here.
Desk, build a charging wall for the back wall, bench from an old desk. Everything out, build a bench from an old desk, build a from an old desk, build a charging wall for the back wall, build a charging wall for the back wall, put a tool cabinet under the desk.
Tool cabinet under the desk would be from here.
Clear everything out, build a bench from an old desk, build a charging wall for the bench from an old desk, build a charging wall for the back wall, put a tool cabinet under the desk.
Now that should show more. Okay, I'm not going to need that one. Let's go back to the original, grab some more that I think we'll need. Yeah, this would be some good stuff for building the wall.
Had to use standoff mount using a stud finder to make sure
Let's grab those two maybe. It doesn't really matter. I mean, the idea is, I think if you created, say, 5 reels for one long form video, that'd be a good number. And each one can have slightly different pieces of the main video, right?
Out, build a bench from an old desk.
You don't want to show them the whole thing the idea is you want them to go to the YouTube video to watch that video, not necessarily learn how to build this all from a 20-second Instagram reel or YouTube short.
Desk, build a charging wall for the back wall. Desk, build a charging.
Okay, instead of that, let's move that over there for now. These two are building the charging wall.
From an old desk, build a from an old desk, build a charging wall for the back. Build a charging wall for the back wall.
Okay, I like that, but they should be reversed, I think. Let's put that there, that there, that there.
From an old desk, build a charging wall for the back wall. Put a tool cabinet under the desk.
Put a tool cabinet under the desk. That should be more of a finished one, not one like this. So, did I have a finished? So, okay, let me just, let's go back to the beginning. Sometimes I have to reset and just listen to it, watch it through from the beginning. Let's see what we have so far.
Content creators, need more storage? Build a gear storage and battery charging closet. Clear everything out, build a bench from an old desk, build a charging wall for the back wall, put a tool cabinet under the desk. All your camera and light batteries will be charged whenever you need them. And all your gear will have a home, either in a drawer or on display. Watch the full video on how to build this, link in the bio.
Okay.
Content creators, need more storage? Build a gear storage and battery charging closet. Clear everything out, build a bench from an old desk, build a charging wall for the back wall, put a tool cabinet under the desk. All your camera and light batteries will be charged whenever you need them.
This section here I don't like.
Put a tool cabinet under the desk.
That should be of the finished product. I know I have a clip of the finished product here. Oh, let's go to the end. So I know it's at the end.
Magnetic, so can just also doubles as a cool backdrop. It also doubles as a cool backdrop for when I'm making.
Let's grab those two. Reel 2. Paste. Oh, they're a little bit longer. Okay. Okay, this can be zoomed 0.5, and I can position it a little bit like that. There, I can use that for sure. Y, bring it down to the bottom. Actually, yeah.
Put a tool cabinet under. Put a tool cabinet under the desk. All your camera and light batteries will be charged whenever you need them.
This go here.
Build a charging wall for the back wall. Put a tool cabinet under the desk. All your camera and light batteries will be charged whenever you need them. And all your camera and light batteries will be charged whenever you need them. And all your gear will have a home.
Move these out of the way. I think I want to grab these two.
Build a charging wall for the back wall. Put a tool cabinet under the desk. All your If
I'm going to do that, then this needs to move up.
Put a tool cabinet under the desk.
And zoom. 0.5.
Put a tool cabinet under the desk. All your camera and light batteries will be charged whenever you need them. And all your gear will camera and light batteries will be charged. All your camera and light batteries will be charged whenever you need them. And all your gear will have a home, either in a drawer.
Let's position that a little differently.
Put a tool cabinet under the desk. All your camera and light batteries will be charged whenever you need them. And all your gear
Just moving things around until I'm happy with the way the
all
overall
your
look.
camera and light batteries will be charged whenever you need them, and all your gear will have a home, either in a drawer or on display. Watch the full video on them.
And I think I'll end the same way I ended the first one.
Cool video backdrop too. Watch the full video on how with your phone. Makes for a cool video.
I think I'm just going to use that whole section at the end of this one. Okay, let's just see where we're at.
Content creators, need more storage? Build a gear storage and battery charging closet. Clear everything out, build a bench from an old desk, build a charging wall for the back wall, put a tool cabinet under the desk. All your camera and light batteries will be charged whenever you need them, and all your gear will have a home, either in a drawer or on display. Watch the full video on how to build this. Watch the full video on how to build this, link in the bio.
Reason I was dancing in the end of that video is because I didn't know what else to put there. And I thought, hey, why not? Something a little bit different. My kids thought it was funny.
Display. Watch the full video on how to build this, link in the bio.
I don't know. That looks like it might be done.
Content creators, need more storage? Build a gear storage and battery charging closet. Clear everything out, build a bench from an old desk, build a charge.
All right, the only thing I don't like, I have text on my face there.
Content creators, need more storage? Build a gear storage and battery charging closet. Clear everything out, build a bench from an old desk. Closet.
So I'm going to change the location of some of these subtitles.
Closet. Clear everything out, build a bench from an old desk.
All of those I am going to customize the location, and we're going to move the y-axis down. Probably there. Let's see what this looks like.
Charging closet. Clear everything out, build a bench from an old desk, build a charging wall for the back. Bench from an old desk, build a charging wall.
Jumping around a lot, but I mean, it's not a very long
Content
video.
creators, need more storage? Build a gear storage and battery charging closet. Clear everything out, build a bench from an old desk, build a charging wall for the back wall, put a tool cabinet under the desk. All your camera and light batteries will be charged whenever you need them, and all your gear will have a home, either in a drawer or on display. Watch the full video on how to build this, link in the bio.
We're done. Okay, so next step. That is good. So the next step, so we're in the Edit tab. Okay, now I want to go to the Deliver tab. All right, so here is where you will, so you can see it's got a timeline as well, but you can't edit it in this timeline. But what we do on this page is we're going to come up here and give it a file name. I'm just going to quickly see what I called I called it charging wall _ reel 1. Let's just copy that and paste it in here. Charging wall reel, and we'll call it reel 2. And then I have a no music version. If you remember earlier in the video, I want to make a version of this with music and a version without. The one without is going to be for TikTok, because in TikTok we add music during the upload from TikTok. but for YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels, and Facebook, I want the music to be in. So let's first make the full version with music. So Charging Wall Reel 2 is going to save in my downloads folder. Export video as an MP4, 1080 by 1920. The only other thing I have to change here, subtitle settings. You want to click that. I want export subtitles, so I have that box checked. And the format is burn into video. Okay. Once all these settings are done, what I do is I click add to render queue. And then you can see up here on the right, it adds it here. And so you can prepare several videos to render all at once. But in this case, I'm just going to render this one. So with this selected, just click this render all button here. Click. And now it's rendering. And we can see how long it takes up here. That's it. It's done. It finished already. So now I'm just going to bring this. I'm just going to play it. Double click. Here it is. Here is the video. I just double clicked it to play it.
Content creators need more storage? Build a gear storage and battery charging closet.
Okay, everything looks good.
Out.
I just wanted to make sure the audio and the music were all working, and they are. So that's great. Now the no music version. Let's go back to the edit tab. I'm going to click this M for mute track for the music part. Okay, I want to mute the music.
Content creators need more storage.
Okay, with that muted, I can go back to the Deliver tab, and under File Name, I'm just under, or after Reel 2, I'm going to put in brackets, no music. Okay, everything else should be the same, MP4, 1080 by 1920, export subtitle, burn into video. Add to the render queue. Here it is here, let's render it. And done. So now, let me double click that one. See, this is the no music version.
Content creators need more storage.
There's no music.
Build a
That's it. The reels are finished. The next thing to do, now, I'm on YouTube Live. While I'm in the studio like this, I don't believe I can upload a video YouTube short. So I'm not going to show how to upload it to YouTube. But that is how I create a reel in DaVinci Resolve from a long form video that I had made in DaVinci Resolve. If you want to do this in Camtasia, you certainly can. Pretty much everything that I did you can do in Camtasia, except for the parts where I have multiple timelines and I can copy from one to the other. I don't believe that is a feature that's available in Camtasia, but you can have multiple projects open at one time and copy from one to the other. Camtasia for Mac, that is. With the PC, I'm trying to remember. It's been like a year since I used Camtasia on a PC. And one of the differences when I switched to using a MacBook, is that you can actually have multiple versions of Camtasia open, multiple instances, and you can copy stuff from one to the other. And you can use one to record yourself doing something in the other, for instance. But no, I don't believe you can have you can't have multiple timelines set up in a Camtasia project. But for making shorter videos like this, it's no problem. I mean, to do it in Camtasia. I just find it a lot easier in DaVinci Resolve. Everything is kind of in one place. I now have these this new reel file. Once I get off the live stream here, once I close this out, I'm going to post that reel and the YouTube short. I'm going to first post it to YouTube, so you'll see that. I'm going to say within the hour. The only other thing you want to do is, let me just show you this again. This is where I had my scripts written down. Get in the habit of writing out your tags, okay, and then you can just copy and paste for each one that you upload to. You want to include those as well. And then that reel may help you get more views to your main video and more subscribers to your channel. Yeah, so that's that. Let's see now. Oh, just a couple of closing things before I leave. I don't need this anymore. So I think I've settled on, is Wednesday. I mean, there hasn't been a lot of people watching this this live, but I didn't. It's been a while since I've been on, and see what happens with me is I have work to do for Fiverr, my clients on Fiverr, and when I get busy with that, then my YouTube stuff kind of has to take a back seat because I have to still make a living, right? So, and until the YouTube channel is big enough that it's its own business, I'm still doing the freelance stuff as well. So from time to time, I will have to. You'll notice that I'm not around for maybe a month or whatever. But what I want to try to do is go live like this once a week. So I'm going to try to commit. I shouldn't say try. I'm going to commit to doing this once a week. I think Wednesdays probably makes the most sense for me. And let me know if this time works for you. So this was noon Eastern is when I went live, which is 1 o'clock here in Halifax. Is that time okay? That works for me. Then we can get in the habit of me coming online. I don't necessarily have to go online for over 2 hours every time. It might just be normally an hour, unless there's something specific that I'm walking through a demonstration of, like I did today. Then it takes as long as it takes. But if I'm just coming on just to answer some questions, then maybe an hour is enough. And then I'd also like to get back to, I want to try to post one video a week as well. Now it's already been over 2 weeks since my last one. I do have, again, I'm working on a video that I have, I can show it to you real quick because I'm doing it in Davinci Resolve. So if I bring up Davinci free versus paid, okay, here's a sneak peek. This is the video. There's no video content there at all. It's just...
In this video, I'll tell you the main differences between the free and paid versions of Davinci Resolve.
There you go. So this is a sneak peek or a preview or like a look under the hood, if you will, of a project in progress in Davinci Resolve. I've picked out music. It may change. I've got my voiceover done. That's the green track here. Here, you can't see what I'm doing. Here we go. So I've got the voice track here. I've got background music here. And I've copied and pasted over the sound effects for the different titles. So for instance...
you need, depending on what you want to do with it. So let's get into it. The free version has a...
Okay, so that's a little sneak peek of what is gonna look like. I just have to build the rest of the video. I have to get basically all the B-roll and put it in here. There's going to be some screen capturing that I have to do because I'm going to actually walk through some things in DaVinci and show you how to do certain things. So again, that video, if it's not out by the end of this week, I'm going to say early next week, it should be released on YouTube. And then, so that should be the next thing. The next thing you see from me is going to be a YouTube short, the reel that we just made. I'm going to post that within the hour of getting off line here. Then the next thing you see from me will be this video. Hopefully it's going to be finished. And then by next Wednesday, I will go live again. And I guess I'll think about what I'll do in that live. If we have more people online, then maybe it'll just be a Q&A session. Or if there's anything specific that you would like me to demonstrate, let me know that too. I'm also going to be working on a video trailer for my live streams. You can do that now in YouTube, so that if I'm going to be going live and I set it up a day before, there'll be a video trailer there where I can basically introduce what the live stream is going to be. So I'm going to try to set that up as well before the next one. anyways, I think that's probably good enough for today. Thanks for stopping in and hanging out with me for 2 hours and 17 minutes. Wow, is that long? Yeah, hopefully I sound a little bit better next week when I come back. Again, my name is Rob Moore, the Maritimer, and I do YouTube videos to help you level up your own video creation techniques, be that with Camtasia or Davinci Resolve. And I'm also here to answer any questions you have about running a business like this from home, a freelance business, a YouTube channel, how to get started, how to get your own YouTube channel going, techniques on how to edit videos certain ways. We'll get into subtitling. It's all kinds of stuff, voiceovers. So if there's anything you want to learn more about or you want me to expand on more, just let me know. You can shoot me a message, or you can add something in the chat down. But well, the chat is about to be disabled as soon as I go offline, but then you can leave comments. And yeah, so that's it for today. And until next time, have a good one, and I'll see you next time. Okay, bye.